We welcome in the DePaul Blue Demons. 85-60 winners over Providence in our Big East Tournament Quarterfinal here. 6th straight Big East Tournament semifinal appearance coming up tomorrow for the Blue Demons. Mart'e Grays, her 25 points. That's a career high for her in the Big East Tournament. 8th game this year where she's hit the 20-point mark. 13-2 for DePaul in the Big East Tournament since 2014. 9 straight W's overall for the Blue Demons. Kelly Campbell, the DePaul record for assists in a Big East Tournament game. With 12 here, and of course the 11 rebounds and 7 points, just 3 points shy of a triple-double. We'll open it up to an opening statement from Coach first, and then questions for the student-athletes. We'll excuse them, and then questions for Coach. But first, an opening statement from Coach. Congratulations.
Thanks. The Big East is a great league, and Coach Crowley and the Providence Friars have had a really, really good year. And the quirk of the scheduling gods have us playing the first weekend of the season, the last weekend of the end of the season, 2 months apart, and then 8 days apart. And this is a really good Providence team that's only going to get better. So we were really, we don't ever play scared or come into a game with fear. But we knew we were going to have our hands full, and the score at the end of the game is not indicative of how hard we had to fight to be able to win this basketball game. We had it at 19 early. They cut it. They cut the lead back to 10. We had it, and it took a long time for us to be able to pull away from this Providence team. So great job by Providence. Our players, I thought, were focused and ready to play, and that's always a concern. That you just, at this time of the year, I don't know how you could ever not be focused, but sometimes stuff happens. So I think our players came out with a good solid edge on. I thought they maintained it. We still had some ups and downs throughout the game. It was nice to have Mart'e Grays play the amount of minutes she played because it was our choice, not because it was a foul situation's choice. Kelly Campbell did what she does, and Mart'e had a really strong ball game, and then Kelly had the 12 assists and multiple rebounds, and Coach Bruno still got mad at her at that one possession where she actually made the play to get the ball and then gave up the ball to a jump ball, all right? And then I was irritated that once she got the ball, she didn't keep the ball. So that's about what Kelly Campbell does for us. Mart'e did a really, really nice job and their defense was packed inside. So I thought Mart'e did a good job of getting good, strong effort, good, strong production, but still shared the ball, all right? And then still, again, it was a good, strong Providence game, and now we're going to play a very good team tomorrow in either Creighton or Butler.
If you have questions for the athletes, just raise your hand. We'll recognize you. We'll go in the front row here first.
Mart'e, why do you think you were able to have so much success in the paint tonight?
I wouldn't say it's the offense we run, but the way our team executed the offense, my teammates looked for me inside, and they delivered the ball.
Right here in the front row.
Kelly, can you talk about the start that you guys have got out to tonight?
Yeah, we've really been focusing on getting off to a quick and efficient start, especially now that it's one and done time. So it's been really important for us, and I think we did a great job of really getting off to a quick start today.
John in the middle.
Mart'e, what makes Kelly such a special passer?
She measured twice and passed well once. Hit the open woman, stronger every touch.
I didn't say nothing, Joe.
Seriously though, like she really does a great job of measuring twice.
Right here in the front again.
Kelly, you had 5 steals tonight also. Can you just talk about your defensive efforts and the team's defensive effort as a whole?
Yeah, I mean, I think the steals are just a result of our pressure. I mean, the guards up front were wearing the ball handlers down. I feel like I was just in the right place at the right time a couple times.
Right here in the front again.
Kelly, could you speak about the play of some of the younger guards and Morris and how big they were in your win today?
Yeah, Lexi and Sonia definitely had great games today. Lexi, I know, had 4 threes tonight, so she was definitely hitting it tonight. And then some great play from Sonia, some big offensive rebounds, and just really nice to see them playing this well at the end of the season.
Right over here, Megan.
As an upperclassman, when you are seeing some of the younger players have success in the tournament when there's pressure on, from your own experience, how much confidence is that going to give them going into the next round?
Is that for both?
For Kelly.
Sorry, can you say it again?
Yeah, so as an experienced player who's been in the situation that younger players have been in, when you have success your first tournament game, how does that give you the confidence then with the pressure that the tournament brings going into the next round?
Yeah, I mean, the tournament definitely brings a whole new level of pressure. So to come out and play well in the first game, I think that really gives a lot of confidence. And then going into the next game, you'll have that confidence from the first game. So that's super important.
Right here in the middle again.
Mart'e, you guys had a 42 to 23 rebounding advantage tonight. How big was that for you guys to just crash the boards, and especially in the offensive glass?
Yeah, that was very big for us because the first game, the second game we played Providence, we had trouble offensively rebounding. So we made a big emphasis on rebounding the ball and getting second shots.
We have time for one more for the athletes. We'll go right here in the front.
Mart'e, how big was that run that you guys had at the end of the third quarter?
It was very big because Coach Bruno came in at halftime saying that we were up 15, I believe. But if we would have took care of business, we could have been had the game, to our advantage even more. So that run was very big, and I'm glad we had made, adjustments to have that, run.
Ladies, thank you. We'll have Michael take you back to the locker room.
Right.
We'll get reset here, and we'll take questions for Coach.
Good job, you guys. Good job, Kelly. Good job, Mart'e.
Same procedure. Just raise your hand if you have a question for Coach.
Hi, John.
Hey, Doug. What do you think makes Kelly just that special initiator for your team?
I just think Kelly Campbell is a very, very, she's a consummate competitor, number one. She loves to compete. She really does care more about facilitating than scoring. And I think she also knows how to use her vision. The measure twice, pass well once at the Carpenter's rule, measure twice, cut once. We turn it into a basketball rule, measure twice, pass well once. That means just make sure you let your eyes lead your ability to pass. I think Kelly's got great vision, but I think she uses her vision very wisely. So I think those are a lot of the factors. But her tough, it really is ironic that I'm irritated at her because she gets every ball in the gym and she gets a ball and they turn it into a jump ball, and I'm actually irritated at her. But she just does a lot of dirty work. We don't. You have to play the game, and you have to respect the game. And when certain things happen within the game that the media love afterward, it's great. But she's not the. It's not like okay, somebody comes whispers in my ear, she's 3 points away from getting a triple double. Well, we're not trying to just all of a sudden turn the game into that's not what we do here. I think respecting the game is just play the game. And I put her back in late because I didn't like the stability on the floor with the group. It wasn't late. I didn't feel like the game. I still felt that Providence could have had a run at us because we had it at 19 and 20 before and they cut it back. So I just didn't like the leadership on the floor. I put her back in, but we didn't run stuff. But that's Kelly. She didn't care. She don't care about the personal. She really just cares about the team, and I really do think she's a special player.
Hey, Megan over here on the corner.
Coach, looking at the bigger picture, when you do have a player like Kelly who's a facilitator, how valuable is that to a team?
I think it's one of the most important. It's not just that she's a facilitator. It's just that she's got this toughness to her, and she goes and rebounds the ball, and that's she can't jump. She jumps that much, and yet she gets more rebounds than players that can really get off the ground. So it's just a statement to her toughness and her want to, and she's a throwback. And again, when I've had this conversation with many people about the triple-double, it's one thing to get a triple-double when you're Oscar Robertson and you're the greatest of all time and the ball's in your hands for 22 seconds and you're going to shoot it or pass it at the end of a possession. It's another thing to get a triple-double when you're Russell Westbrook and the ball's in your hand. But to even come close to a triple-double when you are a facilitator, a player that does all the dirty work, that's just a tribute and statement to what she's all about. And I think the rest of the team feeds off of her and appreciates it. And you know, that's Kelly Campbell. I mean, and again, I don't really, I think all the Big East awards must be earned. And I don't get into, you know, picking fights with anybody. This is a great league. There's a lot of great players. Everybody that earned an award deserved an award. All right, and I just think she's a very special player that didn't get anything this year, and I think she's probably a little better than that. But that's life. Don't get to vote for mine. I don't campaign for mine, and that's just the way it works. And you know, I think she'll be happy to prove people wrong as she plays basketball games.
We'll go first to you and then to the side here.
Coach, in this 9-game winning streak, your defense has really improved. Can you just talk about how you guys have been able to be a much better defensive team recently?
We're better, but we still have a long way to go. I mean, we are better, but I mean, if you ask me how, people don't realize unless you come watch a practice that they think all we do in practice is shoot threes. I mean, they don't understand that we really do work very diligently and very hard on the defensive side of the ball. I have a philosophy and a belief that defense is nothing more than offensive behavior, offense when the other team has the ball. All right, the rules of sport give the other team a ball when you do something good. All right, so it just so happens that they got the ball. It doesn't mean you're defending. You can be on offense when they have the ball if you're focused and in tune. So we work on it. We're small, and we still have a lot of work to do.
Final question here in the front.
Coach, can you speak about what you did or said to your team after Providence made that quick run in the third quarter just to get them refocused?
Well, I mean, we pre-talked about it at halftime. A week ago, we were up 10 at halftime, and we came back and we put them in the bonus in 1 minute and 30 seconds. And the next thing you know, it's a 53-50 ball game with 9 minutes to go in the game last week. You know, Marquette, they were only down 8 against Marquette last Sunday with a couple minutes to go in the basketball game. Marquette ran that thing out at the end. So we know that they're capable. And if you don't stay focused, this is what you're going to get. And I just thought we lost our focus and lost our attention to detail. And when you do that, all of a sudden a really good team, a well-coached team like Providence will come back and bite you for not paying attention to detail. So that's really what we talked about. But we talked about it at halftime too, because we just had practice at this a week ago.
Coach, thanks. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you all for covering women's hoops. Thank you.